We are back with part 2 of using the internet by keeping it real. As a reminder, each letter in the word real stands for one of the 4 things to look at when you're trying to find out if a website is good to use for research. R means read the URL. E, examine the information. A, ask about the author and copyright. And L, look at those links. And that's all you have to do if you're going to keep your internet research real. And remember, the magic number of sources is going to be 3. In order to verify your information, you need 3 good sources. One of your best choices for a source is going to be Encyclopedia Britannica. Use the intermediate section. If you'll remember, we looked up mountain walruses there last time and found that they don't exist. So today, we're going to be looking at Sasquatch, also known as Bigfoot. Your first stop for research should always be a website that I've shown you during our library lessons, Encyclopedia Britannica. It's always true, everything is up to date, and you have no problem telling your teacher where you found your information. So here I've looked up Sasquatch, and I have 3 results in the encyclopedia. And when I look at the article, there's the article on Bigfoot, also known as Sasquatch. And another nice thing about Encyclopedia Britannica is it will cite your source for you to share with your teacher. Another great place to look for your resources is here in the nonfiction section of the library. Remember, you don't have to read an entire book to use it for research. You use the table of contents as well as the index and just look at the information you need to have. Now, I know we're not in school right now, but that's okay, because all you need to do is use our Click and Collect program and request the nonfiction books that you'd like to have. So I found some books in our nonfiction section that I think are going to work. Both have Bigfoot or Sasquatch in them. Always make sure if you're using a book that it is a nonfiction book. Well, after doing some investigation inside my nonfiction books, this one is not going to work. Unfortunately, despite its title, Bigfoot is not mentioned in this book at all. So, what will I do for my 3rd source? The internet. So I found some websites, and I won't bore you with the search I had to use, but this one does look promising on the Bureau of Sasquatch Affairs. Let's evaluate this website using the real method. R. Read the URL. The website URL is zapatopi.net. Remember, .net doesn't mean it's a bad website, but it does mean we have to be careful. E. Examine the information. When you look at this website, it has information about Sasquatch and some links to some news articles. We're not going to read the website right now. That would take too much time. What we're going to do is just look around and say it has or does not have some of the things we need to watch out for. Now A, ask about the author and that copyright date. This website happens to have a frequently asked questions section that includes information about the author and the company that published the website. Finally, L, look at the links. You don't click on every link on the website, and there are a lot on this one, but just randomly choose some and make sure that they work. So do you think this website passes the real method test? It may seem to, which means now it's time to carefully read the information in the articles and compare it to what we've gotten from our book and from Encyclopedia Britannica and then we'll know if we can use this information in our research. To truly examine the information, we're going to have to read some of these news articles. This one's about Chewbacca being in the episode 3, or the 3rd series of movies by Star Wars. Now that's a rather unusual thing to talk about because those movies have already been produced. So I guess this is an old article. Now this is an interesting one. Cryptozoologist sued by Sasquatch over photos. Wait a minute. Sasquatch, or Bigfoot, is suing people? Does Sasquatch have lawyers and planning to go to court? I'm not so sure about this article. This article shows some promise. It's about the aftermath of an earthquake and how it affects the Sasquatch. So if we read it, in the wake of the magnitude 6.8 earthquake that rocked Puget Sound region on February 28th, the Assistant Secretary, and it continues on with that. But a red flag, February 28th of what year? If they don't give you complete dates and places, there might be something wrong with the information. The final article I'm going to check on is this one here, which is about the Sasquatch militia liberating the Iraqi Enkidu homeland. Wait a minute, just that headline gives me some questions, because how would Bigfoot or Big Feet have the military? So, should we use this website for research? Probably not, because even though it passed the real inspection, it doesn't quite have the facts that we would need to have in order to use it for a project for school. And that's the thing. We can weed out some of the bad websites using the real method, but sometimes some of them might still make their way through by passing the test. So always make sure you've learned about that information from a nonfiction book, Encyclopedia Britannica, anything that verifies what you're reading online. So why am I showing you all of this right now? Maybe I need to prove to you librarians are superheroes in their own way.